Hey, you lovely lot. I'm stood outside the building where Rex Heuermann had his business, his office, up on the 11th floor. And it's 385 right behind me. And it's interesting because when you think about the arrest, I don't know how many of you saw the arrest, but plainclothes police arrested him as he came out of the building and he walked south down the road. And then he was surrounded by plainclothes police officers. He was just going about his business. He actually had no idea. But the reason they did that was because of all the weapons that he has, the 290 plus guns, but they knew that he had 90 odd permits. So they wanted to ensure an arrest that it was in a public place, that being that he was such a big guy, that they would be able to arrest him easily and without too much of an issue. And of course, they want to ensure that no officers are injured. So that's why the arrest took place here. And I've been looking at his business and he had so many contracts. He made millions of dollars in 1 year, for example, multiple millions, and his business was doing very well. And that's why I think it's really important when we think about what was going on at home. He had a thriving business. One of his former work employees said that he employed women, a lot of women who were smaller in stature, and that he talked and bragged about his guns and about his hunting. You can learn a lot about somebody in a workplace environment, but he was doing well. His contracts were with big companies. He helped put up lots of buildings around New York. So why was it that he lived in this childhood home and the place was, well, in need of some TLC? And I've talked about that a lot on my YouTube videos. So definitely go over to my YouTube channel if you're not watching this on there and subscribe to Crime Analyst, where you'll hear more about this case. So I have a lot more to say, and Rex Heuermann is back in court soon in the coming weeks, where you'll hear much more about what's gone on and the evidence against him. As always, I'm thinking about the victims, and it's really important that we centre them when thinking about cases rather than always centering the perpetrator. There are always many lessons to be learned, but the victims, their families have waited a very long time for answers, and I really hope that they get those answers.